Same.
All right, we are live. So we are going to go over the harmonic scanner and how it is actually way more lit than what I thought it was. And I used to take the harmonic scanner trades and I would win like 50-50. And I was like, man, this 80-90% stuff they talking about is some bull. And it was really because of me is just not being patient. And it's a couple of confirmations that you should get before you even get into the trade. So the old version of me will see this setup and be like, oh, cool, we got a fresh setup. Let's just go ahead and take it to TP1. But a lot of times it'll hit this D line and then sometimes it'll spike up and it'll do some other stuff up there or it'll hit stop loss and it'll literally create like a whole new scan. One thing we have to know that this is a computer algorithm. This is not like a person putting this stuff here. So the D is probably the high for the hour. So let's just say if it spikes up to this new entry line, if we hit refresh, it's literally going to have a whole new scan. And I was just like, I thought it was like a scam or something. Like, man, they're just doing stuff for numbers, but it's literally taking the analytics from the high from the hour or the high from the day. A lot of times it just marks it as the high. And let me see if I refresh. Sometimes you can be in a scan and you can refresh, and literally that scan will be gone because it's no longer a harmonic pattern. Because if this spikes up, it's no longer a harmonic pattern because all of the harmonic pattern numbers are based off of Fibonacci's. So if it spikes up, it's just not alignment or what the pattern was. And I didn't understand that in the beginning. But now I get it because I know Fibonacci's. I know how Fibonacci works. So what Ellie told us, um, the secret cheat code that can make you money like ASAP, like 90 to 100% success rate, is trying to find a scan where the X is lower than the D. So in this case, the X is higher than the D. So this isn't the exact case. Like, don't get me wrong, you can still do your markup and still get a win off of this. But Ellie just literally taught us like a secret cheat code. So I'm gonna try to find one where the X is lower than the D, and I'm gonna mark it up, and we're gonna see how accurate this is. So we're just gonna look through a couple scans. So this one, the X is higher.
And so that's for a sell, right? When the X is lower than the D, that's confirmation for a sell.
Yeah, if it's at the bottom and the X is higher, then it's for a buy. And if we're in a sell and the X is lower, then we're in a sell.
Okay.
So for instance, this is one we didn't catch, but for example, if you mark up the X, make this a little thicker so you guys can see. So basically, she said the X, if the X is higher than the D on a sell, then basically it marks itself as an entry point. Now, if you look and we go directly across, this would have literally gave us a perfect entry with maybe a 2 pip drawdown straight to TP1. And that's just one of many things that we can look at with this. But just off of that alone, I want to back test it to see how accurate it is. And I'm just going to start taking all of the X trades and see what I can do. But if you really think about it, come on, this is 60 pips. That's $600 off of a move that we didn't even have to use our brain for. As long as you got enough money in your account, you had a standard lot size, that's $600. And let's see how long this took. That's $600 in 10 hours, basically half the day. Like you go to work or go to sleep, depending on when it was, wake up to $600. Like, come on. This is cheating at this point. Here's another one. The X is on a sale. The X is lower than the D. We're going to use the X as an entry point. So let's go ahead and mark it up. And if we would have put in a market execution or a sell limit, we literally had maybe a 1 pip or 2 pip drawdown. Let's see how many pips this is. This is like 3 pips. You would have been, worst case scenario, you would have been drawn down 3 pips and went all the way to TP3. And if you would look right here, it's basically a great support line. So even if you wanted to re-enter later on, you could have hit TP1 again. So this is just one move that I'm back testing right now, but it's another move that I'm gonna show you. So this wouldn't be it because the X is lower. So let's go to the next one. This is not valid either. The X is higher. And does that make sense where the X placement is? So we won't be confused.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And this is just a piece of the secret sauce. I'm gonna go over some other stuff in a second. Just trying to find another setup. That's not it.
I have a question.
Uh-huh. So
Um,
hold on real quick. This is one that I'm going to take. So I suggest that you guys take this in your demo or take it live, but I'm going to take it. And since it's so close to TP1, just to see how accurate the strategy is, I'm going to take it to TP2. But this is literally the perfect setup. Price is way up here. I'm going to put in a sell stop. And I might put in two. I might put in two TPs. Let me see how many pips this is. See if it's even worth it. Okay, so it's like 6, 7 pips. Yeah, I'm gonna put it down in TP2. And even more beautifully, we always pay attention to market structure. And this right here, if we see price reacted right here, that means it's a good chance that price will go from down here to down here because it always goes to zone. So a lot of times when you see price react in this area and we have a TP, there's a very good chance that it's going to bounce and come here. And also we got price touching right here. It's just a zone where we got a lot of activity. But what was your question?
I was just going to ask if you could go over how to enter the numbers, because I do more HFX than FRX.
Basically, you just like for this particular situation, we're gonna get in at the X line. So the line that you create, you just grab the line tool right here. You go ahead and create a line, and you can double click the line. When you double click the line, then you can go to coordinates, and this is the entry price right here. So all you have to do is just grab this. If you have an iPhone, you can copy from your. If you have a Mac and an iPhone, I can literally hit copy and then hit paste on my phone, and it'll paste like that. But if you don't, then you can just do it manually. But for this situation, I'll be putting in a sell stop. So what that means is my trade is not going to activate until it crosses this line to the downside. So I'm going to be able to catch that momentum to the downside and go instantly in the profits. As far as a stop loss, your stop loss is up here. It's 8988. And me personally, I'm going to take it to TP2. So you don't necessarily have to take it to TP2. The best thing to do, honestly, when you're new with the scanner is take it to TP1. This TP1 is only like 6 or 7 pips, so I'm not sure if you would want to get into that. But in the beginning, you just want to try to find setups to hit TP1 consistently, and then you can work your way to TP2 and TP3 as you learn. But it always hits TP1, like always. You got it? You muted.
Oh yeah, thank you. And then what's the pairs? Oh, odd cat. Okay.
Now, even though this hit stop loss, I'm not really tripping because we are looking at market structure. And based off of market structure, this is telling us this is still a good entry point. So I'm still gonna wait for it to come down and see if I can get that TP2. Now, this is where people mess up at. When people blindly take this with no analysis and no nothing, and they just blindly take it, every setup isn't like this was a obvious push up, right? We got these super strong bullish candles, and it was a push up. A lot of times, this will signal the harmonic scanner and make a pattern, but the bullish run wasn't over. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, like this is the equivalent to the stop hunt that you was talking about, Muriel. This is why I don't believe in the stop hunt all the way, because some people will call this a stop hunt. But I don't believe this is a stop hunt. I believe it was just that many buyers in the market and the move didn't finish yet. And the pattern was created because it got this rejection right here, but is the bullish move just wasn't done yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll keep I'll look at it through that lens now to like really integrate that.
Okay, I'm gonna show you guys one more quick strategy, and then we can get to the HFX. So one thing that we can do, actually, what pair was that? I want to make sure I remember that. Dang, do you remember what pair? Okay, 80K. Write that down so I can get into that. Easy money. How many people we got on the call? Is just successfully?
Yep.
So I just want to let you guys know it says for Rose. What's up, Rose? So I want you guys to know that my goal is to make sure everybody in this company is profitable. Like we're paying every month for the service. So I want to make sure we're using the products and I want to make sure we're profitable. So this is why we have the help desk. If you haven't been profitable this week, let's talk about it. If you want to talk to us outside of the help desk, let's talk about it, because just this harmonic scanner alone will put us in profit. The HFX products alone will put us in profit. And if we're not mastering them, then let's fine tune our strategies, because obviously people have been winning with them. If we had products that nobody was winning off of, IM wouldn't be a successful operation. We wouldn't have the biggest marketing company and trading company in the business, you know? So I just want to make sure everybody's getting the wins. I know why I wasn't getting the wins in the beginning. So I want to make sure you guys don't make the same mistake as me. But my biggest thing was patience in the beginning. You got to have patience to let your trade kind of unfold before you get in. So with that being said, I'm going to show you guys one quick other strategy that will basically guarantee you. I'm just going to go ahead and say this is about a 90% success rate when you mark up the charts like this. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is get my trend line. And what we want to do is we're going to mark up the trend from the C up to the D. Now, the purpose of that is because this is still on an uptrend. And the scanner is saying that we want to get in on a sale. So the best way to confirm if the sale is going to happen is if it breaks the trend line. So I'm going to go ahead into the C, pull it out, and I'm going to pull it up. And I'm going to make sure I get these little wicks. You want to get all of the touches. Wherever you get the most touches at is where you mark it up at. So some people might want to make it way out here, and that's fine. Me personally, I want to get wherever I get the most touches. So I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4 touches with this. So bam, 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, even 5 this last sale candle. So like I said, some people might want to push it out here, but if you pay attention, when the trend line crossed here, it plummeted. And even if you want to be a little safer and push it out here, it still plummeted. So the name of the game is to mark up your trend line. And when you get a break, I'm gonna put mine right here. When I get a break of the trend line and the candle close, like right here, you can go ahead and put in your sale and take it to TP1. Now, the only downfall of waiting to this point is you're getting less pips, but that's okay because I feel like it's more of a sure thing. So this is more of a scalping strategy. So this is only 9 pips, but that 9 pips could be $90 for you. It could be $900 for you, depending on your lot size. So as you get more comfortable with trading and build up your account, I feel like you can put a higher lot because this is like a more secure move. You have the confirmation of the scanner saying it's going to go down. You have the confirmation of the trend break that says it's going to go down. We got a very high RSI. Anytime the RSI is really high, we know it's going to drop. So we have multiple confirmations saying that the price is going to drop. So it makes me more comfortable with taking these type of trades. And even if it is only 10 pips, putting in a larger lot size and making that money like that. That makes sense, guys?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
Yes,
So
thank you.
I really want everybody to be looking at the scanner a little bit more this week. Even if you do HFX, I definitely encourage you to look at the scanner, and even if it's in demo, take some trades and get some wins, because even if it's only 10 to 20 pips, I promise you that will add up and put money in our pocket, because we're all here to make money. So I definitely want to make sure everybody is profitable. Cool. And then also, we're going to be doing harmonic scanner training and trading on Tuesdays on the trade call. So we're going to do our live trading and go through all of our chart markups and market analysis and all that good stuff. But then even on top of that, we're going to add in the harmonic scanner trading. So if it's not clicking for you now, then it's going to eventually click for you as you continue to get on the Tuesday calls.
Do you feel like the harmonic scanner is like more accurate than Cash Trap?
It's hard to compare because it's two different programs with two different indicators, but I feel like they're both accurate. The only thing with Cash Trap is it's based off of time. So it can still, it's always going to go where you want it to go. If they say the market is going to go up, it's eventually going to go up. It's just the time. So this is pip based and the other one is time based. So this can take 10 hours to hit the TP, you're gonna hit it. But of course, with Cash Trap, if you put in a 1 minute call and it hits in 3 minutes, you lose. So I believe all our products are accurate, but they all just need to be fine tuned, and you got to know the detailed intricacies of how each one works. And the more we know about the tools, the more successful we will be. But I feel like everything is lit, to be honest with you. I feel like everything is going to make us money. It's just on us if we're going to be able to use the tool or not. So that's all I got. I'm going to go ahead and shut down the recording and let you go ahead and get on the HFX portion.